Hi, my name is Fanny Tifano, and as the second speaker of Group 2, now I would like to talk about discourse sensitive feedback and correction. There are many occasions when a language teacher might ask learners to make judgments about grammatically, lexical choice, or overall organization of a piece of discourse. According to Chodron 1983, learners gain skill in doing such tasks as they become more proficient users of the target language. Beginners are rather weak at making such judgments, but if they are given proper grounding, they can become better when they reach the intermediate or advanced level. For example, learners working in pairs or small groups can be asked to judge each clause in a connected text produced by a high intermediate EFL learner as grammatical or ungrammatical. If they are sufficiently advanced, they should also be asked to correct any errors they detect. This is the example of the worksheet that can be used. In addition, Borg 1998 and Chodron 1983 agree that using students' errors is a good way of creating a student-centered approach and eliciting feedback and reactions to this data from the students. Furthermore, Borg's main message is that researchers should pay more attention to teachers' pedagogical systems and the beliefs and constructs that guide them in order to better understand what grammar teaching in the second language classroom really entails. As learners become adept at making targeted judgments and corrections, they can be asked to correct errors in their own language production whenever the teacher feels that they are consciously aware of the correct target forms. Rather than making up a learner's work, the teacher or tutor can ask questions to cue reorganization or refocusing of ideas and to suggest rewordings for sentences or phrases that contain grammatical or lexical errors. For example, consider this unedited opening paragraph from a low intermediate ESL writer. As part of comprehensive feedback, a sheet attached to the essay can guide content reconsiderations and suggest rewordings that the learner can refer to when writing the second draft. At the end, discourse-grounded feedback and correction in the language classroom must fulfill the two requirements. First, they should provide students with a better understanding of how language areas and discourse and pragmatic considerations may interact in their classrooms activities. And they should provide students with the experience of employing both top-down and bottom-up processing strategies. Alright, I think that's all from me. And next, you will be with the last presenter, Nurul Maskana. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, good morning. I'm Nurul Maskana, the last presenter of Group 2. In this video, I would like to talk about teacher self-examination of pedagogical discourse and reflective language teaching. Without further ado, let me begin. Alright, the first one is teacher self-examination of pedagogical discourse. This refers to teachers critically reflecting on their own language use and communication style in the classroom. It involves examining how teachers express ideas, give instructions, and facilitate discussion with the goal of enhancing the learning experience for students. Meanwhile, the significance of self-examinations enables teachers to identify areas for improvement, align their discourse with educational goals, and create a positive and inclusive learning environment. For instance, a teacher records a video of their lesson and later reviews it. During the self-examination, the teacher notices that they tend to dominate the discussions. As a result, for the self-examination, They make a conscious effort to allow more student input, fostering a more student-centered learning environment. Now, let's discuss about reflective language teaching. Reflective language teaching involves teachers engaging in ongoing self-reflection on their teaching practices. This can include keeping reflective journals, participating in peer observations, and actively seeking feedback to improve instructional methods and language use. And the significance of reflective practices contribute to continuous professional development, allowing teachers to adapt and refine their teaching strategies based on their experiences and student needs. Now, let's take a look on the example of reflective language teaching. For example, at the end of each week, a language teacher writes a reflective journal entry. In one entry, the teacher reflects on the success of a new instructional strategy introduced earlier in the week, and they consider how to build on this success in future lessons while also acknowledging areas for improvement. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you very much for your great attention in enjoying our video. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.